Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today, we're going to be looking into something both fascinating and a little bit spooky.
Ooh,
Necropolises.
Necropolises.
Yeah, think of them as like ancient cities of the dead. Just these massive cemeteries holding centuries of history and maybe even a few secrets.
What I think is so interesting about necropolises is they're not just these burial grounds. They're like these time capsules offering glimpses into the beliefs and rituals and even the technologies of, civilizations past.
Exactly. And to help us with this deep dive today, we're going to be using a YouTube video as a guide.
Oh, cool.
It's from the channel MyLunchBreak, and it's called Under the Necropolis.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that channel.
Yeah. And so this video takes us beneath the surface,
Mm-hmm.
Literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
And it raises some really thought-provoking questions about what might be hidden in these ancient complexes.
I like that, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about going underground, but we're also going kind of deeper into
In the mysteries.
Yak.
Yes.
So this video dives into some fascinating and sometimes controversial theories about hidden knowledge, maybe lost technologies, and even potential cover-ups.
Oh, wow.
And it really kind of encourages us to think critically about the stories we've been told about the past.
I like it.
All right, so first stop on our journey today is the Ming tombs in China.
Okay.
So picture this vast complex nestled in the foothills of Beijing,
Okay.
spanning over 100 square kilometers.
Wow, that's huge.
I know, and it's the final resting place of 13 emperors from the Ming dynasty, along with, their consorts and concubines and just tons of other people.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Up.
And what blows my mind is that a lot of these tombs, they haven't even been excavated.
Oh, wow. So, we don't even know.
Who knows what's down there?
What treasures or secrets might be hidden.
I know, it's crazy.
Wow.
So the video focuses on one particular tomb that was excavated, and that's the Dingling tomb.
Which is the final resting place of Emperor Wanli and his two empresses.
Two empresses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what archaeologists unearthed there gives us a peek into the opulence and the beliefs of the Ming dynasty.
I bet.
Yeah.
So what did they find?
Well, they found all this crazy stuff.
Okay.
Like golden crowns, intricate jewelry, luxurious silk robes, even plates and cups made of jade.
Wow. So
They had it going on.
they were decked out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's not all just material riches.
Oh, okay.
They also discovered handwritten scrolls and ancient books containing Taoist texts.
Oh, wow. So this is
This is the good stuff.
yeah, like their beliefs and things.
Yeah, and Taoism, emphasizes harmony with nature and living a simple life. And it played such a huge role in Chinese culture and philosophy.
Yeah, even in the imperial court.
Oh, yeah, they found weapons too,
Oh, interesting.
which suggests they were into martial prowess alongside all the intellectual stuff.
Okay, so a warrior culture?
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
And this is where the video's old world technology theory comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, it suggests that some of the artifacts and even the construction techniques in the Ming tombs point to a level of sophistication that we're only beginning to understand.
So they were more advanced than we give them credit for.
Potentially, yeah. And now here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The video says that some of those fragile texts we talked about,
Yeah.
the ones they discovered in the Dingling tomb, they deteriorated and were lost shortly after the excavation.
Oh, no.
I know. And some people think that there might be a cover-up going on.
A cover-up.
Maybe some of those texts contain knowledge that they didn't want getting out.
Interesting.
And to make things even more mysterious,
Yeah.
the video tells a story about some of the archaeologists experiencing misfortunes and even death
What?
after the excavation.
No way.
Yeah, fueling that whole conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I mean, obviously got to be critical about these kinds of claims.
Oh, yeah. Very
So
cute.
it's definitely interesting.
It makes you think. And get this, the Chinese government, they stopped further excavations of the Ming tombs,
Really?
officially to protect the site. But the video suggests something more sinister.
Like they're hiding something.
Exactly. And the video uses visuals too, to enhance the narrative.
Oh, how so?
Well, they include these old photographs taken between the 1920s and 1940s, showing these massive statues just standing in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty striking.
Yeah, so it really emphasizes the scale.
The scale and the artistry.
It makes you wonder how they built it.
Right. How they managed to create such massive structures back then.
Yeah, with the technology they had.
It plays right into that old world technology idea.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've seen the grandeur of the Ming dynasty in China, but now let's journey across continents to the sands of Egypt, where another necropolis unfolds, the Saqqara necropolis.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, Saqqara.
If the Ming tombs blew your mind, get ready because Saqqara is on a whole other level.
Okay.
So this sprawling necropolis located south of Cairo, it's been in use for over 3,000 years. 3,000 years? Wow.
I know. So you've got everything from early Egyptian dynasties to the Roman and Coptic periods, all layered in this one site.
That's incredible.
And what's really wild is that Saqqara, it wasn't just for royalty.
Oh, so like...
You'd find everyone there, high-ranking officials, priests, common people, even animals.
So it's like a real cross-section of society.
Exactly. It gives us a glimpse into the lives and beliefs of ancient Egyptians across all these different social classes.
I like that.
And get this, we don't even know the exact number of people buried at Saqqara.
Oh, wow.
Estimates range from tens of thousands to potentially millions.
Millions?
That's mind-boggling.
It's hard to even imagine.
I know, it's one of the largest and most densely populated necropolises in the world.
Wow.
And the discoveries at Saqqara are just as mind-boggling as the scale.
Okay, so what have they found?
We're talking pyramids, elaborate underground tombs, a vast network of tunnels and chambers that seem to stretch endlessly beneath the desert.
You had me at pyramids.
Oh yeah, they found the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. Oh wow, I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah, it's considered the oldest complete stone pyramid in Egypt.
That's amazing.
Built over 4,600 years ago.
It's hard to comprehend that kind of timescale.
It really is, and it shows you the evolution of their architecture and burial practices.
Yeah, it really makes you think about their ingenuity and their belief in the afterlife.
And the video points out that a lot of the excavations at Saqqara, they began in the 1800s.
Okay.
Which, ties back to that reset theory that it keeps mentioning.
Right, like maybe our understanding of the timeline of history is a little off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's interesting.
So let's talk about what they've actually found inside these tombs.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about a site that's been in use for thousands of years.
Right.
So you can imagine the variety and volume of artifacts.
There must be so much stuff down there.
Oh, yeah. They found everything from intricately painted coffins and mummies to everyday objects like pottery tools, even toys.
Wow, so you get a real sense of their daily lives.
Exactly. It's like a window into their world.
That's so cool.
And what's even more exciting is that these excavations are still ongoing.
Oh, wow, so they're still finding new stuff.
Every year, archaeologists are unearthing new tombs, new artifacts, new pieces of the puzzle.
So our understanding of ancient Egypt is constantly evolving.
Exactly. It's not a static thing.
That's what I love about history. It's always changing.
And the video highlights this incredible discovery that was made in 2020.
Okay, what's that?
They found over 100 sealed wooden coffins in just one burial shaft.
100 coffins in one shaft.
I know, can you imagine?
That's incredible.
Perfectly preserved from over 2,500 years ago.
That must have been an amazing find for the archaeologists.
Oh yeah, it was a major event. It provided valuable insights into their burial practices, and it really captured the public's imagination.
Yeah, it makes you realize that the past isn't really gone.
It's still there waiting to be uncovered.
Exactly.
And the video makes this connection between Saqqara Necropolis and the pyramids of Giza,
Oh, okay.
pointing out that they're only about 9 miles apart.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder if these massive underground networks at Saqqara might extend all the way to the pyramids.
Oh, wow. That's a really interesting idea.
Like, what if Saqqara was just one part of this much larger complex?
A city of the dead stretching for miles.
Exactly. And then there's this whole thing about the technology and texts that has supposedly been found in these necropolises.
Okay.
The video makes some pretty bold claims about advanced technology things that seem out of place for the time period. And it suggests that these findings are being kept from the public.
Like a deliberate effort to suppress knowledge.
Yeah, it's definitely getting into conspiracy theory territory.
Right. I mean, it's exciting to think about, but we have to be careful about jumping to conclusions.
Absolutely. We need to rely on verifiable evidence and credible sources.
Exactly.
But it's easy to get caught up in the mystery and the intrigue.
Oh, yeah. The video definitely plays into that sense of wonder and curiosity.
But we got to remember that there's a difference between speculation and factual evidence.
Right. Speculation is fun, but it's not the same as proof.
Exactly.
But where does that leave us? Are these necropolises just massive graveyards, or are they something more?
That's the big question the video raises.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It wants us to think beyond the traditional view of necropolises and consider the possibility that they might hold secrets, knowledge, technologies that could change our understanding of the past.
That's a pretty profound thought.
It is, isn't it? It's wild how these necropolises make us rethink how we see the past.
Yeah.
Like, we tend to think of history as this neat little line, but these sites show us there's still so much we don't know.
Right. There are tons of gaps and mysteries still waiting to be solved.
And it's fascinating how both the Ming tombs and Saqqara hint at something deeper.
Yeah, like there's more to these places than what we see on the surface.
The video definitely plays with that idea, mixing history and archaeology with speculation and alternative theories.
It's a good mix. It keeps you hooked.
It really does make you wonder, what if there's a whole chunk of history that's just waiting to be discovered?
Right. What if these necropolises hold the key to understanding a past that's been lost or forgotten?
It's a trippy thought.
Definitely makes you think outside the box.
And the video makes this point about who controls the story of history.
Yeah, like who decides what we get to know?
Right, and it suggests that maybe there are powerful people or institutions hiding information that could change everything we think we know.
It's a classic conspiracy theory trope.
The hidden truth.
But hey, it's good to question things and not just blindly accept what we're told.
Totally. And I think these alternative history theories are so popular because they tap into our curiosity about our place in the world.
Makes sense. We all want to know where we came from and how we got here.
And these necropolises, with their massive scale and their secrets, they remind us that history isn't just something in a textbook.
It's all around us, buried beneath our feet.
This whole deep dive has been a wild ride.
But it really had.
Ancient cities of the dead, crazy artifacts, mind-bending theories.
So many stories and secrets hidden in these places.
And what I find so cool is that they keep giving us new discoveries even after all this time.
Like we've only just started to uncover what's really there.
So if these necropolises are more than just graveyards, what are they?
Good question. Are they storehouses of lost knowledge, remnants of forgotten civilizations, or something we haven't even thought of yet?
The answers are out there somewhere waiting to be found.
The search continues.
Well said, and that wraps up our deep dive into the world of necropolises. Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep searching for those hidden stories until next time.